Alright. Let's hear this crisp crack. That's the good shit.
Alright, do the intro.
What's up, guys? Alright,
You have to introduce us.
I don't even know, like, if we're gonna, like, what to introduce. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be like, this is Peter Parker's podcast, or if I'm like, this is Socrates Nuts podcast. This is the Retard Boys podcast. This is the Hard R podcast.
Whoa. And you have to say our names.
That's Gaylord, and I'm Ricky.
I don't like that name.
Dude, I saw.
I don't like Ricky.
You know, like. I saw this one thing where this dude, like, I forget what it was, but he saved this guy's life, and he was like, I'm gonna name my daughter after you, or my son after you. It's what we do in Polynesian culture. And then he like looks up and he looks at his name tag, and his name is like Gaylord Cox. Something like that.
That's pretty good.
Alright, what up? We're the boys. And we watched Disclosure Day last night, so we're just gonna yap about it for fucking forever.
My real name's Ethan.
Goddamn trickster. So we're just gonna say like a quick 3, 2, 1 and give it a scale on a 1 to 10
Disclosure Day.
for Disclosure Day, and then we're just gonna talk about it. Like, I feel like we should do whether we liked it or not. We can talk about that later, but we should just give like
Just
what
give
we
the
think
rating.
it deserves.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
5 out
6.
of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Valid.
it wasn't like a sick movie. Like it was a good, decent movie. It wasn't like an incredible fucking movie.
Yeah.
But I still liked it. I still liked it.
There were parts that were interesting to me,
Mm-hmm.
but in my mind, I kept comparing it to like Close Encounters.
That's
We
exactly
watched that
it.
kind of recently.
That's exactly it, bro.
And it just didn't have the like intrigue that Close Encounters had for me.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. That's why it's so tough to compare it to Close Encounters. Because when I was watching like the previews for it, I was like, we gotta see Close Encounters first, because that's like.
Was that Steven
Classic,
Spielberg too?
Yeah, classic Steven Spielberg alien movie. And that's why it feels so similar, where it's like kind of like they're kind of edging you up suspensefully to get the final alien reveal.
And you've got like the guy and the girl who have both been like, you know,
Yeah.
they've both like something weird was done to them by the aliens,
aliens.
and it's kind of like leading them to
Together.
the big answer, like the big reveal or whatever.
Right. Yeah, it had so many similarities to fucking Close Encounters, but then it didn't hit on just like the alien vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like it was trying to make it more real though. Like I feel like Close Encounters was fun because they can kind of like make stuff up about like, you know, what if this happened? What if that happened? You know, what if like there was a sound that was like playing and a bunch of people heard it? And what if like there were these people out in the fields and like aliens came over the hill? So it was like, because it wasn't like as based on reality, you could kind of have fun with it and create like these more interesting scenarios maybe. But I think that just the fact that it was an alien movie trying to address like actual real life possible alien things like Roswell and other stuff like that, then it's like it kind of puts itself in a bind because it can't like make stuff up. You know, it's trying to describe real events.
Yeah.
But then it can't
That's
describe real events while also trying to be like, this is real, you know? Because you can't tell Hollywood, like, oh, I think that this random, like, alien encounter that somebody talked about in 1987 was real.
Yeah, dude. I think like the Disclosure Day is set in modern world where everyone
Right.
is kind of aware of the aliens and
Right.
UFOs and stuff.
Yeah, we know the stories and stuff.
So for Close Encounters, it was like you're in the perspective of people who are witnessing
For the first time.
for the first time, like firsthand experience, watching UFOs do weird shit.
Yeah.
And then it like drives them to go pursue stuff. But in
Right.
Disclosure Day, everyone in the world is already kind of aware of
Yeah.
UFOs doing weird shit,
Except for that one girl, apparently.
except for that one girl. And then it's like weird stuff just starts happening to her, like they had the bird or whatever. But it's like I wasn't really connected to that, I feel like, because it just felt kind of random. Like she just starts doing weird shit and like seeing weird shit, and then like the more we find out about her powers, there's like less mystery, and the more I'm like, oh, this is like all she can do. And it just like wasn't that interesting to me. And the other dude, it's like there's even less mystery because it's like, okay, he just has like a bunch of hard drives with all like the alien videos and stuff, and he's trying to leak it online. So like, boom. Like we already know like everything that's going on with that guy.
Right.
So there's like nothing really to unravel. Like he's escaping the bad guys, but like we know he's gonna escape them in the end, you know?
Right. Right.
I don't know. Spoilers, by the way.
We're
We
gonna
just, we just
Spoiling
told the whole movie.
the whole
bro.
movie. By the way, there's gonna be some spoilers. I'm gonna have to say that at the start of the video. I'll have to like make a clip or something. But well, I will say that like his character did kind of unfold because like you don't really know anything about his backstory or whatever.
Yeah, I guess like you find out kind of where he comes from, but like you get the sense of who he is right from the bat. He's just like he's like a rogue guy who like somehow got his hands on the files, and he's like being hunted down by the fucking big company.
Yeah, but I do think that
Also, why were they at a wrestling match at the start?
I don't understand.
Like genuinely, what purpose did he have being at that wrestling
I have
match?
no fucking idea.
It was like the first shots of the movie.
I know.
Was them at a wrestling match.
I know.
Why?
I know. Dude, I feel like this movie, they like wrote like the core story of it, and then they kind of like backtracked on everything else. You know, they're like, this is gonna be a story about like they disclose the information about aliens, and they're like, how does it start?
Like they started with the last part, and then they built everything
exactly
that happened before after.
Yeah, yeah, and you can kind of tell because it like.
Hello.
You something to say, Susha? You something to disclose? But yeah, it's like it knew what the end was gonna be, and then everything else it built backwards. So it's kind of like when you're going into the movie, that's like when they were running out of energy. You know what I mean? So like the start of it is kind of
That's
like
such a good point, dude.
the shittiest part of their writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's one of the big things that I had a problem with, is that going into that movie, I was just like, what the fuck is happening? And like sometimes that's cool with the what the fuck is happening. Like some people can do that really well. Like I guess
like Close Encounters.
Yeah.
For instance.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, Close Encounters does that really well. But
She just burped.
well, I don't know, because Close Encounters had the scene in the desert with the planes, and even that one was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, Steven
that's
Spielberg can't start a movie where it's like, what the fuck is going on?
But just I don't know. Just my opinion is Close Encounters. It's so much more interesting.
It is so much more interesting.
I don't know. Maybe like a big part of it is the vibe, because Disclosure Day had a very like modern action movie vibe in the way of like the camera and like the lighting and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas Close Encounters obviously has like the old school vibe that like Indiana Jones has. So like they're in the desert, and they find the planes,
Yeah.
and they explain a little bit. They're like, oh, these planes are from like 50 years ago, and they disappeared somewhere that was like across the world. It's like, how the frick did they get in the desert?
it's way more mystic than just like a wrestling match.
But yeah, in Disclosure Day, it starts with them at the wrestling match, and then the government agents pull up and they have their guns. They're like, "You're coming with us." And he's like, he pulls out the alien thing. He's like, "I don't think so. I'm doing my own thing." It just like felt very like generic, you know.
For sure. Well, I will. There are a lot of things that I like wrote down that I have to. Like there are a lot. Some of them are little gripes. Some of them are genuine like problems that I have with the movie.
Mm.
But first, I will talk about the things that I liked about it.
That's valid.
I thought that Emily Blunt carried, bro.
Oh yeah.
I thought she carried.
She did a great job.
So hard, bro. Like with her acting.
Damn near like the only one in the movie with emotion.
Yeah, bro.
Except for maybe that dude from Euphoria.
Yes,
he was pretty good too.
I was gonna say those two were my favorite part of the entire movie. Like,
yeah.
I thought that both of them acted really well, and I thought that both of their characters were really good. Honestly, more so Domingo Monte. What's his name? Domingo?
I don't know.
Oh man.
The dude from Euphoria.
The dude from Euphoria.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm gonna look up his name here real quick, just so we know.
I also have one like main little gripe that I kept thinking about is real quick while you were doing that.
Mm-hmm.
All of like the animal scenes. I'm just sitting there like, all of these modern movies they have to do CGI animals.
Yeah, why
Can
is
we
it
get some real
so
animals?
bad? And it was so bad.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was just could tell it was like that was super that's a CGI animal right there.
Because it's Steven Spielberg, and you guys have so much money to make this movie.
Yeah.
Would it kill you to get some real animals?
I know.
And sure, they're not gonna like move exactly the way you want them to, but it would just be so much cooler.
Yeah, bro. Fucking the aliens look more real than the animals.
Yeah, dude.
The aliens don't even fucking. We don't have full fucking. You can't go outside and look at an alien.
Right.
You can't fucking get a 3D model of that bitch easy.
That being said, the aliens looked great.
The aliens
They
looked
looked
great.
really cool.
They looked really cool. Okay, I thought that Emily Blunt carried with her performance, and I really liked the idea, and just the idea that her like day is going so fast, and there's all this like crazy shit that's happening to her, but it's subtle.
Mm-hmm.
And like her fucking boyfriend, Kurt Russell's son, I forget his name.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job too.
I thought he did a good job too. I thought
remember him from Black Mirror.
Yeah, dude, when he was in Playtest.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But I thought that they had really good banter, and I really liked the idea of like some weird shit's happening to her, but she's just so busy and caught up with modern day life that it's like it like can't be addressed.
Yeah, bro.
And I thought that was really creative. I thought it like applied to the whole alien thing about people are just like, yeah, whatever, like we're trying to keep it moving on with our day. And also like you talked about how like I mean
that's an interesting take. I like that.
And it's just like how like it just showed how fucking fast paced modern day society is.
Yeah.
Too.
Because in real life we get a bunch of these alien videos and stuff, and some of them are so weird and so convincing, but we all have so much stuff to deal with already that it's just like, okay, we just kind of see it and we're like, all right, like I don't have time to fucking think about that or worry about that right now.
Yeah, exactly. And so that almost is like how the whole alien conversation has been treated like this past all this time. It's like, oh, there's other stuff we got going on.
Yeah.
There's wars, we gotta fucking make money or whatever.
Right.
And so like it's kind of like, let's just move on and keep passing. So I thought that was cool. And I thought the banter honestly was really good. Like I thought that I know that movie was cheesy and it could really be cheesy at certain times, but sometimes the banter was just so natural and it flowed so well. They'd be talking like when she was on the phone trying to talk to that one guy, and then Kurt Russell's son is like asking her questions, and he's like asking the right questions.
Yeah.
And like you can feel for that character because he wants to know what the fuck's going on, but you can also feel for Emily Blunt because all this shit is happening. And it's just shut the fuck I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, dude.
Like
yeah.
I thought that was a really cool scene.
That was cool. I'm just saying, dude. If I had a girlfriend and she was tweaking out like that, I'd be down for the ride.
Yeah, bro, I would be.
I would be bailing and like shit.
I would not be bailing at
I
all.
would not be calling the doctors. Be like, here we are.
I know, dude. I'd be like, come on, let's
I'd
go
be
on
like,
this
what are
schizo.
the aliens telling you, bro?
I know, bro. I'd be like, let's go on this schizo mission.
Let's go on this schizo
Especially
mission, dude.
if Shadi started off by speaking fluent Russian, bro.
Right, dude. Yeah.
If she was speaking gibberish, I would have been like, alright, this bitch has got the fucking center of the psych ward. You know, that's what we would have done 60 years ago. I would have been like, this bitch is crazy. If she's just being like, blah 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 blah, bleep bloop bleep bloop. I like crayons. But she was like,
dude.
she was like, Breshnikov. So it's like, whoa, what the
She's
fuck?
like reading his mind, like psychically and stuff.
Yes.
Like if you're accurately reading my mind, dude, like I'm invested.
I'm invested. I'm in, bro.
I'm in.
I'm in, dude. I swear to God.
Like I also want to know what's going on, bro.
Yeah. Should I keep talking about what I liked, or should I go back and forth about what I don't like?
Oh, that's up to you.
Okay, so
I think maybe we finish talking about what we like and then
we
start criticizing.
shit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I also like the whole government agency. Like I forget what name they gave it, but
Vortex,
Vortex.
I think.
I thought that for the most part, they handled that really well. Up until the end, I think they handled that really well.
I have to disagree.
Word.
Because the moment where this is like probably the goofiest scene I think in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
When she shows up, they imprisoned the dude. He's all tied up in the chair, and she shows up and starts using her mind powers and like pretending to be all of these people from their different.
That was the
and stuff.
worst,
dude. It was so bad.
That was the worst.
Because I'm like, oh, you look like my cousin. You're free to go.
No, I was gonna get to that when I talked about the bad stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
word, yeah.
That was
I'm glad we
so,
agree. That scene was terrible.
That was
bro.
so goofy, bro. That was so goofy. They're like, oh, you're my mom.
Yeah, dude.
I'll get out of the way.
The main bad guy who's like so hell bent on catching them. He's like, my wife.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, what?
Like you know how the shit works too.
Yeah.
Like you know about the alien weird shit, and you still like let yourself be fooled by that.
I know.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I think 100% my take is that I like the idea of how they made that government organization much better than how they really operated in the movie. Because what I liked about it is that they're like, oh, this is a government organization that like people can't know about, not even the president. I liked how they were like, the president is a fucking civilian after
right,
8 years, so even he can't be in on this. So it's like a secret government organization. Which, if you're an alien buff like me, this is like a movie for alien buffs. And if you're an alien
pretty much,
buff, and if you're an alien buff, then like that's how you feel, and like that's kind of what the evidence shows. And that anytime that there's like this alien thing happening, some secret organization comes in with a helicopter and they fucking take everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's part of the theory of the JFK assassination, is that he was trying to figure out all of the shit that the president isn't supposed to know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going
like,
deep on that.
Yeah, the aliens are just like a part of it.
A part of it.
But it's like he was trying to like really shake things up in the government.
Right.
And the secret organizations are like, you're doing too much. You're done.
Yeah. Because the secret organizations, you know, the motherfuckers that with a bunch of money that call the shots. When a president comes in, it's just some random guy, you know, who comes in and they don't really they're not fully affiliated with them, and then they call the shots and they leave, and then they know all this information that they shouldn't. Mm-hmm. They know the plan to dominate the world. So yeah, I think that was a cool angle, but I just like how they treated, like, this is a secret government organization that like exists almost outside of the U.S. and like, it's not cool that they're hiding shit. I just liked how they're like, it's not cool that they're hiding shit. People should know.
Yeah, I like that too.
When that guy gave that speech, it was kind of gay and it was kind of cheesy, but I think that they had like the right feeling behind it of like people deserve to know, and that was cool to see in like a real Hollywood movie. Of like, there's all this shit that's being hidden about aliens, but we deserve to know it. Like having that scene, that message be told, like in the media, is kind of crazy. So I think that they had balls for that.
And yeah, I loved like the ending scene where they did reveal everything on the news.
That
went really well.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
That scene was so cool, bro. Because like, yeah, for a fucking nerd, a UFO nerd, an alien nerd, that was like such a big payoff, bro. Cause like,
dude.
I really feel like if they released some shit like that, it would have the whole world just stopped, bro. In all those scenes where people around the cities, just like cars were stopped, like trains were opening and closing, but nobody was getting on or off because everybody was just looking at all this crazy shit. Like if it was released like that, I feel like that's how it would be, and it was so satisfying to be like, yes, this is some shit that people would care about. Like
for real, dude.
No, this is some shit that would change everything. And I think that sometimes people will be like, oh, the alien stuff, like that's all just a distraction from this or that. And when they were like on the news, they're like, well, this lady's trying to say some stuff. Is it bigger than World War III? Yeah, let's see. And then it turned out like everybody was more interested in that. I think that was like really cool and really true. Because I think it's easy to be like, oh, all of this stuff that's happening on Earth is so important. So if aliens show up, it's like, fucking who cares? That's just like some other shit. And I think that it would be like that. It would be like a world-stopping event.
For sure, dude. Finding intelligent life that's not from this planet.
Yeah. Like, that's a fucking milestone. Almost equivalent to us discovering fire. Right. You know? Exactly. Like, that's insane. Everybody would be like, what the fuck? And that's bigger than any, like, petty disagreement between two countries. Right. On the planet. Exactly. Exactly. It's a world-changing event, bro. Like, it would make all of those petty disagreements and stuff kind of melt away. And then we would unite. Against the hit him with BB guns and shit. But yeah, dude, that scene was so cool. I loved how they did, I feel like, give a service to UFO buffs, because they showed Roswell. They showed them taking the alien bodies out of there. They showed like the UFO footage from like, I don't even know, like the military footage where it's black and white, and they got like the the pilot footage, but it's like longer and there's more shit going on, bro. Yeah. Because we have seen like clips and stuff of that, but it was like, this is a full version. That felt so cool. And then I remember showing my dad the video of the UFO getting hit by the Hellfire missile. Yeah, dude, and that one's so cool. The pieces like break off and they like fly with it. Yeah, bro. They fly with it. That's crazy. That's the coolest shit. Yeah, bro, that's the coolest shit. I do wish that they kind of like took away from the movie and all the bad stuff we're gonna talk about later a little bit more, and put a little bit more time into that scene. Cause like, I know it was long, and they did a good job of. Can you give me another burp? Just burping in the midst of my shit. They did a good job of like giving stuff to the UFO fans, like Roswell, and like they had this one. It was called Kent's. Let me grab my thing here. It's called Kentsburg, I think. Kecksburg, Pennsylvania. I looked that up, and that was like a real thing. Where like there was this thing in the sky, and landed in Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, and they say they moved them like something out of there in 1965. And like, I don't even know about that one. You know what I mean? And that was like a real one that they like included. That's cool. I've never heard of that one either. Yeah, I would have liked if they had done more. You know, I would have liked if they had done like some Phoenix Lights shit. I guess they kind of did, like with the alien ships in the sky. Those shots were so cool, bro. Yeah, they had a lot of cool shots of just ships like doing weird stuff. Bro. Yeah, that shit was so cool. But I did wish that they put like another like few minutes on that scene to just give like a few more of those real life examples. But it's kind of hard for them to do that, and so I understand why they didn't. That's just a minor complaint. But that scene is sick.
I think it wouldn't be that hard for them to do that.
I don't think so.
If they took if they took away from the story kind of the two dudes, the two people.
Yeah.
That was like just objectively less interesting.
Right.
Then they would have had more time.
Yeah.
Because I agree, there's so many like factual, alleged apparently, like there are so many like official reports of like aliens and UFO encounters and stuff that they could have used as sources for the movie.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like I heard of this one military report. I don't know if it's like official or not, but they were at like a nuclear test, and then a UFO like showed up and like flew over a bunch of the warheads and just like deactivated them.
Yeah, dude.
So one of the alien theories that I love is that a ton of the UFO sightings started spiking in the 50s, right after World War II. So I love the idea that like us using atomic weapons sort of like alerted the aliens to our presence. And that's why they like started fucking around with us.
Yeah, they're like, holy shit, this society is now powerful enough to kill themselves and the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's actually why I named the rooms in my club Big Boy and Little. His name, have you heard Joe Rogan talk about that shit?
No.
Oh, dude, Joe Rogan loves the theory that the aliens came after the nukes, and that's why he's
nice.
He's like, that's why he's like, yeah, that's why I named in the comedy Mothership, I named my two rooms the Fat Boy and Skinny Boy, because those were the two nukes that were dropped that caused the aliens to start coming around. But yeah, I do like the idea. Like I like the idea that aliens are looking at Earth like we look at like some nature preserve, and like they just like trying to keep it, you know, like natural. Like it's a no-touch zone. It's an ecological zone. And so then we got to the point where we were like fucking shit up. That would be like if fucking like alligators started overpopulating the Everglades. But you know what I mean? That's like nature is getting thrown off balance to the point where they need to like intervene and slide through and turn off our nukes.
Yeah, dude.
I love that. All right, we're getting off track for the movie. We're getting off track. Really quick, when I was talking about what I liked about the government organization, the other thing is I liked how they were ballsy enough to not make them fucking good guys, bro. They made them seem like fucking bad guys that are like lying to the public and trying to keep information away from them. And I kind of like the fact that they're like, maybe these aliens aren't even being treated right. And like, we don't even know. They could just be running tests on them. Like the scene when they were like torturing that motherfucker and he was screaming and shit. I will say they were trying to be like, he's in pain, we gotta help him, we gotta give him oxygen or whatever. But I think it does talk to the fact that like, a bunch of motherfuckers can't just, like we need to have committees that handle this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and figure out how to treat, if there's aliens, bro, like, having some people that we don't know about just like throw them into fucking rooms and interrogate them, like we don't know what's going on. You know, there needs to be like oversight about that. And I like how they were like, this fuck that they're doing, like it could be just torturing them behind the doors.
Yeah, I like that they made the government agency bad too, but I also think it's kind of easy to be like, oh, these are the evil government agents who are after the good guys.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just thought it was...
But I do like that they're bad.
Yeah, I just thought it was ballsy because I'm just like, it's cool that Hollywood is like calling out that shit is fucked if they're like hiding that stuff from us. But then I'm like, Hollywood always calls out, you know, the U.S. doing crazy shit. They call out the U.S. doing like over militarization in other countries and all sorts of shit. So they could have like, yeah, it's no big deal for them to do that. But, so
Can we talk about Jane?
Yeah. Jane's the girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Goofiest shit, bro.
Goofiest
in the movie.
fucking character. Oh my god. She pissed me. She and everything surrounding her character pissed me off so bad.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I'm sure that girl is a great actor, but like the lines that they gave her, bro, the character that they gave her fucking sucked.
The whole fucking
God.
thing where she was like, "What about God? everyone's gonna stop believing in God now.
Oh my
It's
god,
like,
dude.
oh my god.
Jesus. Jesus. Yeah,
The
I
worst
know.
take, bro.
I know, bro. And her character was supposed to be kind of like why maybe we shouldn't release all this information about aliens to the whole public.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to prove that, like, why you shouldn't. But, like, I don't think that they did the right angle, bro.
Yeah, dude. And that's something that irritates me is like, I mean, this is a little more serious, but so many Christians will treat the Bible as like scientific fact,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like because the Earth isn't like 6,000 years ago, or like Adam and Eve weren't the first people on the planet.
Yeah.
They act like science is like attacking all of the religion,
Right.
you know?
I know.
So it's like you can still believe in God. You know, like the existence of aliens is not gonna like disprove the existence of God, you know?
Yeah.
And they had a South Park episode about that where they were just like joking about evolution and that one guy, Richard Dawkins, I think. He's like a big evolution guy, and he's like, Christianity's stupid. And Stan is like, well, there could still be a God even if evolution is true. Like, evolution could just be the answer to how and not the answer to why.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't like that argument.
I know.
It's like, aliens are gonna shake the foundation of belief in God.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, most people should already know that the Bible isn't like a scientific book of facts.
Right.
You know? It doesn't mean that God doesn't exist. Anyways.
Exactly. No.
Yeah.
I agree, dude. I know. It's like, yeah, and then like they get one thing wrong, and like you said, it's like maybe they didn't mean that literally, or maybe they just got fucking something wrong, and it doesn't mean that like there's not some greater thing. I feel like the whole point of God or whatever is it's this greater thing that we don't understand. So if we don't understand it, we're bound to get some stuff wrong. But it's like,
right,
it doesn't mean that it's not still out there, you know.
And like she said, she's like, now you're gonna like show people actual supreme beings. It's like, who said they're supreme, bro? They're just other life forms.
Yeah.
They're just other like intelligence.
Yeah. I think the argument that we shouldn't show people aliens because it goes against the Bible, it's like, yeah, plenty of shit goes against the Bible already, like evolution and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, that's already out there. So that's not a good argument. They should have made the
Christians
argument.
already believe that aliens are demons anyway.
Yeah, bro. I think the goofiest part from that girl is when he's fucking like, he's obviously on the run from the government. He's got all this crazy information. He's like, okay, there's a lot of shit that I haven't told you about myself. So it's obvious he's serious about whatever the fuck, whatever information he has. He's like, okay, I'm gonna show it to you. And then he shows it to her, and it's like this fucking alien, and she's like, is it a kid?
Bro, that was so goofy.
Is it a person? Is it even human? It's like, that is obviously an alien. You've seen what an alien looks like, and you know that this guy has sensitive information. Obviously, it's an alien.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
anybody with a half a brain would have been like, whoa, so aliens are real? Upon seeing that immediately.
Right.
But she was like, what the frick even is that thing? Is that a guy?
What the fucking heck?
That guy's got a weird skin condition.
That's a fucking weird video.
Jesus.
That's a pretty weird video, mister. That guy looks pretty weird.
That guy was pretty weird. What do you think that was? Do you think it wasn't human? It's like the most obviously looking alien. Oh my god, that shit was so dumb. That she was dumb.
And when she like was getting controlled by the dude with the knife,
Right.
I don't know why, but I just didn't like any of that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Here's the thing. Like, I think that it would have been a cool, like, alien movie disclosing the information, but it's like most of the plot.
This is disclosure.
That was so fucking funny. This is Disclosure Day. Just fucking said it. Oh my god. But what the fuck was I saying? Do you know what I was saying?
And my name is Marty Supreme. It's like this girl has some kind of obsession over me.
Put him in, coach. Marty Supreme too. Yeah, so it would have been like a good like, let's fucking get this information about aliens out there, and then maybe the viewer can learn something about what they know in the process. But instead, it was like both like an action movie and like a mystical movie, and I feel like it didn't hit on either of those because
I agree.
The action was kind of silly.
The action was silly and generic.
Yeah, facts. And then the whole thing with like this is the device and we don't know what it does and there's alien magic and stuff like that. I was just like I don't know. It didn't quite hit for me.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a little goofy.
And I have a gripe with like, so throughout the movie they're kind of hinting at this traumatic event that happened to Emily Blunt when she was 10 years old.
Right.
And then we finally find out what happens, and it's like, oh, she just got abducted, and the aliens fucked with her.
Yeah.
It's like we already knew the aliens fucked with her.
We knew that from the start. Like from the start of the movie, I'm like, she got abducted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the movie should have opened with the abduction scene.
That would have been cool.
I feel like that would have been better.
That would have drawn me in a lot more, because I was kind of like, when it started off with the wrestling match, and then like the government people like trying to get him and everything, and then he gets away, I was just kind of like,
Yeah.
It didn't pull me in right away.
Right. Yeah.
It was like I had to wait for something really interesting. I had to wait for Emily Blunt to start speaking like another language to be like, okay, now it's getting interesting.
Right. Yeah, dude. I swear. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't mind the thing when they were like, you're the one who can like listen to what the aliens say, and then you're the one who can like are good at like telling people stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So together they're like the bridge between communication of aliens and humans.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of cool. But
I have to compare that to Close Encounters again though.
Yeah.
Because when both of those people is mainly focused on the dude.
Yeah.
But when both of those people, the main guy and the girl in Close Encounters, and they start to go crazy, it's so much more interesting to me because they have like a normal life, and when they start to go crazy, they're like fully unraveling, and it like fucks up their relationship, fucks up their house. They're just like on the run, and then when they find each other, there's like so much relief to be like, you are the same as me.
Yeah.
Like we're both not crazy.
Yeah.
Like it was just. It just hits so much harder.
It hits so much harder, and they did kind of the same thing in Disclosure Day, but didn't hit as hard. But
yeah,
it was the same thing where it was like they're both kind of going crazy. The dude's already crazy, but Emily Blunt's going crazy, and her life's kind of unraveling. And then she meets that guy, and she's like, "Oh, dude, you're the dude who like I've been getting psychic messages about."
Yeah.
Whatever. But
I do like how they expanded on like the guy and the girl, like they have specific purposes.
Yes.
In communicating with the aliens.
With the aliens, yeah, I thought that was cool.
But also that's an element that I don't know if that's better than Close Encounters, because like we were talking about after we saw Close Encounters, the mystery and like the unknown element of the alien encounter movies is such an important factor. And I feel like with Disclosure Day, so much stuff was like explained to the point of like, okay, this is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That it loses some of that magic. So it was like at the end of Close Encounters when the dude goes onto the ship and all the aliens are like dancing around and shit.
Yeah.
Like that was so interesting. Like it left so many unanswered questions in a way that was really cool. Right. Whereas Disclosure Day, it felt like it was trying to answer everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's so true.
But I do like that specific thing being explained, where like the girl is like meant to communicate to humans, and the guy is meant to like communicate with the aliens, and then, like them together.
Yeah.
Having that.
Yeah, dude.
I do think that like having some kind of answer for that was really cool.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's kind of tough because the whole movie is kind of about like getting answers.
Yeah, that's true.
But so was Close Encounters, and it left enough up to question.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that they did have like you don't know what's going on with the whole like the device thing. Like that was like an element where it's like it's kind of mysterious and beyond our like grasp of understanding and stuff like that. So I would say like that could be an element where like you don't understand something. But also I thought that was like kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to me that was just like the magic movie MacGuffin.
Yeah, the magic movie MacGuffin. Yeah.
That just like solves problems sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. I felt that way too, and it was almost too like I felt like Marvel or something, like with the level of superpowers or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
They've got like
It's like in Close Encounters, the ending had like personal payoff for the main character, where there's still a bunch of unanswered questions in the world, but you get the feeling of like a resolved story because the dude, like what the dude is going through and what the girl is going through with losing her kid, that gets resolved. Mm-hmm. So you still don't know like what's going on in like the wider image, but because they have their payoff, it like feels complete. Whereas like, I'm not saying Disclosure Day did this worse necessarily, but they have the payoff for the entire world. Where it's like we all need to know like exactly what's going on with the aliens, and then we get that at the end. That's just like a difference. I'm not trying to say like Disclosure Day did that worse, because I love the scene at the end of Disclosure Day, but I also love Close Encounters.
Yeah.
And that whole fucking story. Yeah,
dude. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. They did get that part like it just hit different in Close Encounters. Yeah, I think if it had opened with like some abductions and stuff like that,
or just play random footage of like alien stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't just like you haven't seen 28 Years Later, but it's like you can throw edits into the movie where like every shot doesn't have to be a part of the narrative. You can kind of like spice things in there to like build up the tone, you know? Like in 28 Years Later, they show like footage from old movies, like old medieval movies of like all the like English archers on the wall, and they're like shooting their bows and arrows. They'll like cut stuff in like that for a couple seconds, and it just builds the tone of the movie, and it feels so cool, and it like draws you in. So it's like, yeah, they could have started by just like playing actual like UFO footage,
right? Just
to like get us interested.
That would have been cool. Yeah, that would have been cool. I think that if they were like doing a full 100% service to the UFO dorks like us, they would have done it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it should have been like if it had opened with an abduction, and then like all of the like those characters that are sort of related to that, like they do kind of like I like the telekinetic thing of like they kind of like know each other and they know they have to like convene and sort of like do something, but I just wish it was like a little less like they're like super magical, because like that one like Emily Blunt, she just had too many superpowers for me. I feel like that was my one thing. It was like I feel like the aliens just gave her too many like superpowers. It would have been cool.
And especially like when she's using the device.
Yeah. It would have been cool if all those people kind of like have to get together, like figure out why they were abducted, and then like in doing that, I did like then they like I kind of did like how they looked at the memory. You know, they have to actually like fucking deal with and face that memory of being abducted. But I think it was like the whole movie was like, what were they abducted? We don't know. And it's like we know they were abducted.
Yes.
So
yeah.
it would have been nice if at the end they like approach that memory and they like look at it really hard like that, because all those people have been trying to forget that, but then they find out the information that like they were told by the aliens, like what their purpose is, why they're important. Maybe not like overtly, but in like a kind of mystical way.
That actually made me think of something. Like, I fully agree with you on that. They should have started with the abduction instead of opening with the fucking wrestling match, because it makes me think of like cop shows or like detective shows where they'll start the episode revealing who like the murderer is.
Yeah.
So it's like the audience, we know who the murderer is, but the characters in the show, they don't. So it's still interesting to watch them try and figure it out.
Yeah, even though we know.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like you said, we already know that the aliens like fucked with them.
Yeah.
So it's like
give us that.
the traumatic event isn't a mystery for us.
It's not. Yeah.
So if it wouldn't like change anything if you showed the abduction right away.
Right.
Because we'd still be interested in the characters finding it out for themselves.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It would have been cooler if like they go back in those memories and they realize that they were on that alien ship for like a week, and they low-key had like experiences and like learned things, and then the aliens like made them forget something so they all had to learn later.
Yeah.
At the point in time where like
if they like really extended it.
Yeah.
They like really like drew it out and like showed a bunch of weird shit they were doing with the aliens.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been sick.
That would have been so cool. Instead it was just like fucking magic is happening. I don't know, who knows what's happening? It's magic, it's alien magic.
Yeah.
And it was really short. But I will say, I do like the idea of like a bunch of people that were like have interacted with aliens and don't know what's going on, and this mystical thing, kind of like Close Encounters, but the purpose of them is to come together and like be able to communicate with the aliens, because this is the start of like our relationship with the aliens. Because I think that Close Encounters was just looking for proof. It was just looking for like, are aliens real, and like this is so interesting, we want to get closer. But the reason that they want to get closer,
it's not on like a worldwide scale too. It's just like that guy.
It's just that guy and that girl. Yeah, just that guy mainly. And like, it's not like developing a relationship between humans and aliens. It's like, no, it's like this big alien ship is kind of like passing, so there's weird alien stuff going on. But it's like, aliens exist, but they're kind of coming and going. That's what it feels like in Close Encounters. Like, they come and then they leave. But it would have been cool in Disclosure Day, as like disclosing everything, it's building up to humans developing like a relationship with aliens. And I think it was doing that, but I just didn't think that it put enough time into that to make it satisfying enough.
But do you think if they did put time into that, it would take away from like the ending scene? Because I feel like that kind of stuff would have to come after Disclosure Day. Because then like the aliens would build up their relationship pretty much just with like the people who already know about them, you know, like the main characters and stuff. Yeah. Until like the world found out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Or maybe it could be like all of those people are learning about this stuff so that they can interact with the aliens, and then when the communication is achieved, they're like, we know these guys and we've been talking to them for like a couple weeks or a month or whatever. I don't know what they should have done, but I can talk about what they did wrong now.
Yeah,
it's shit that pissed me off. Okay,
at first I was thinking when we were leaving, I was like, what would I do to make that movie better? And I really don't know.
It's tough.
Like, I can point out a lot of stuff that like I really didn't like about the
movie,
but if it was in my hands, I'd be like,
I know.
I would just like make it completely different.
I know. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. That's exactly how I was thinking. I was like, I know what I didn't like, but I also don't know what I would do differently. Let's talk about
I would just fully write a new movie. Like
Damn
nothing
near.
would be the same.
Yeah, damn near. Honestly, I think so too. Yeah, it was just trying too hard to be like Close Encounters, and I think that if he didn't use like that blueprint, it would have made that better.
I think it was trying too hard not to be Close Encounters, and it was trying too hard to be like an action movie.
Yeah, maybe like he wrote the movie and it was basically Close Encounters again, and so they're like, well, it can't be. It has to be different. Like, let's just throw in action scenes or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, it was like there were a lot of similarities to Close Encounters.
There were a lot.
So it just begs the question: why would you like? If you're Steven Spielberg, why would you feel the need to go back to that topic at all? Is it just because of all of the UFO footage being released, and it's more like factual, and we kind of like know about all of this official stuff, and you want to like take that element and like put it into a movie?
I think so.
Because I feel like that's not like reason enough to make a movie. Like you should have a really good story that you want to tell, which I think you had with Close Encounters. But with this movie, it's more about like I just want to talk about the aliens for a bit, and the story is kind of like secondhand to that.
Yeah.
Where it's like a movie is a story.
Yeah.
And the story should be really good.
Right. Yeah. That's true. It does feel like they took this idea of alien footage is being released and we want to talk about aliens, and then they just made this other story around it, and they didn't know what to do, so they just did Close Encounters.
Yeah.
But
because it's like the alien stuff is really cool, but it's like everything that's not that is just boring.
Yeah.
Or just not interesting.
Yeah. I will say, I think it is a good reason to make a movie, all of the alien stuff coming out, but I think that it has to have a good story, which it did.
No, you're wrong.
You just remember that you have to be, you have to fucking take devil's advocate on
Yeah. Like, we should be getting, like, really pissed off at each other.
Yeah, we really should. We gotta stop fucking agreeing.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Fuck you, dude.
Why did you say that? That was really not nice, bro.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so, plot aside,
That's what Steven Spielberg said when he was making this.
type shit, gang. Type shit, bro. Overarching plot aside, it's time for my nitpicks. One of them, I didn't like the crop circles. There was a
Bro,
scene
I fully
just
forgot
standing-
about that. That was stupid. I alerted her.
Yeah, you did, bro. She's like, what the fuck's going on? What's she pissed about? Sometimes I'll be in the car with her, bro, and I'll think about some stuff, and I'll be like, oh my god. And then she'll like come over to me and like try and calm me down. I'm like, no, dude, it's good. I was just no. But the crop circles were dumb. Like
She keeps putting her paw on my arm, and it's so cute, and I love it. But her claws are like soaking me.
She's just trying to grab on you. But the crop circles were so dumb. Like he was just outside, and then they just started showing up.
And then there was nothing else. I
Nothing
fully
else about
forgot about that scene because like it wasn't connected to anything.
It wasn't connected to anything. Like they don't. It's like what? Like I get that he's like an alien guy or whatever. He's got alien powers, but like I don't know. The crop circles just have. I just thought that
It
was
just
dumb.
happened. There was no like UFO, no little probe, like
Yeah, no.
nothing.
Yeah, they're like, we need to include crop circles because that's part of the UFO lore. And so they're like, all right, just throw it in.
Yeah,
Like we'll
dude.
get a cool shot. We'll get a cool shot for the
That
trailer.
actually pisses me off now because there's so many like interesting ways to put crop circles in the movie and have it connected to the story, and they didn't do anything.
Yeah, they just threw it in.
They just threw it in, and like I used to think crop circles were really stupid, and part of me does because most of them are fake. But
Mhm.
I've seen some like reports. I don't know if they're official or not. Again, where the crop circles will be formed in like a very short amount of time, And when the crops actually get laid down, they're like woven together in a pattern that's like, they're not just flattened by a machine.
Whoa, it's a real, crop circles are a real thing?
There are some like reports of crop circles that are genuinely very strange.
Whoa, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I was gonna say that they can't have it be a main part of the plot if it's just like a side piece of UFO lore that doesn't have much like accreditation. Doesn't have much like weight behind it. But if it does, then like
or just make it up. Like make it involved in the story in some way. It's a movie, you know?
Yeah. I think that they should have included some the small town farmers having their cows drained, bro.
Yes,
like,
dude.
There's too much alien stuff about like cows being drained.
Yes.
Blood
there's so much weird stuff.
So much stuff
about like cows getting dissected and shit.
I would have done that much more than I would have thrown that in instead of crop circles for sure.
Yeah, bro.
If we're talking about like alien lore. Anyway,
I'm just getting more irritated now because there's so much like cool alien shit that you could put into this movie and you could make a story around it all that is really exciting and like really has a good payoff.
Yeah.
And it could all be based on like factual, alleged UFO encounters.
Right. Yeah, bro.
And it's just like they didn't really do much of that. They did a little bit, and then there's just like the action story of them like escaping the bad guys.
Right.
My girlfriend's evil.
Right.
And my boyfriend doesn't care that I'm schizophrenic.
I know, dude. One point that's less nitpicky is I just like every time it would be at the start and it would be Emily Blunt and her boyfriend, I'd be like, all right, I'm watching, and then it would cut to that guy and his girlfriend, and I would immediately be like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, like the acting or.
It's so like actiony and generic that it makes the normal relationship like more interesting.
Yeah.
Because weird stuff is gonna start happening, and it's more interesting to watch like a normal situation turn into like a weird thing, because then you'll see how people react. Right. But with the action thing, it's like, oh, they're just doing a car chase. The bad guys almost got him, but they got away. Yeah. It's like so like it's generic, dude. Like I don't have another word.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It makes all the action boring.
I know, and I didn't like I don't want to talk too much shit about like the actors, the girl and that guy, but I just thought that their characters were so like,
yeah, dude.
Cut to them and their dialogue and stuff. Dude, the girl's writing like all the stuff around her.
I think it's fine to be like, she didn't do a very good job.
Yeah, maybe
as an actor.
Maybe she did a bum's job. They did give her a lot of like terrible lines. Like 75% of her lines sucked.
Yeah, that's valid. I watched a video that was like, this is a bit of a tangent. People always say Ginny in the Harry Potter movies. It's like they wrote her so bad, and the writers did such a terrible job, and like she should be more involved. And I watched a video that like closely analyzed all of Bonnie Wright's acting as Ginny, and it was so bad, bro. It was terrible, and like she would just be like so stiff and wooden in like every single scene. And yeah, dude. And the guy would remind you, he's like, just keep in mind that this is the best take they got.
Yeah,
like, they probably shot this scene 10 times, and this was the best.
Harry, my family's going to die.
So it's like a combination of like, for sure the writing for Ginny wasn't the best, and she should have been involved in the plot more, but also the actor just didn't do a very good job. And like, if you're a good writer, you will write stuff like for the actor to do, which is like what the dude in the video said. Is why Ron and Hermione were written in a different way than they acted in the books, because the writers were writing for the actors because they want to make something that they know the actors can do a good job with. And when the actor can't do a good job with anything, you write for them less.
Yeah, that makes sense. maybe she fucked it. Maybe she just fucked it. Also, I thought it was so dumb how Emily Blunt calls the dude when he's out in the field, being like, "They know who you are. They're trying to come kill you right now. They're fucking. You gotta run. You gotta go." Like, he didn't listen to her at all.
Yeah,
That shit pissed me off so much that he didn't even listen to her at all. He's like, "You're the girl. Like, I know you. Like, I know who you are, and like, I know your name, and I know like weird stuff about you. But nah, I'm not gonna listen to you at all."
Yeah, bro.
Like, because he's a dude who, he already knows that he's got, like, some sort of psychic powers with math and shit like that. So he knows that there is, like, otherworldly magic shit happening. And she's like, "Due to the otherworldly magic shit that I'm connected to you with, I know some stuff." And he's like, "Nah, I bet you don't." He's like, "Bro, what?"
Yeah, dude.
Like, it would make so much more sense if he was, like, finally, like, somebody who understands me, so again, like before, who I don't feel crazy, I'm gonna listen to that person. But instead, he didn't even listen. He was like, "Oh my god, you're calling me, and you're telling me that I'm about to die from these guys that I, like, already know are chasing me, and you're telling me that they're here, and there's no way that you could know that there's guys chasing me or find this number without, like, having some sort of connection with me, and you're telling me all of this?" And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
dude.
"What do you mean?" And then also, they're like, "We're gonna kill you." And then in the action scene, they, like, did not try and kill him. Like, bro, there was a part where when he went in and he stole that car, he was, like, driving around and, like, hitting trees and shit, and they're all, like, surrounding him. And I'm like, why are they not just, like, just blasting him?
Dude.
And I'm like, well, it must be a bulletproof car. It must be, like, a super ultra fucking, like, CIA supercar. But then they just start, like, shooting the glass.
Yeah,
and
they
it
shoot through the
breaks.
window, dude.
They shoot through the window. They're shooting the tires. It's just like a regular schmegular Dodge Charger. I'm like, how is this guy escaping the super government as an autistic white guy with the regular schmegular Dodge Charger? Like, he's a fucking computer geek. He should know how to whip a car.
Yeah, he even said himself. He's like, "I'm a computer geek."
He's like, "I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to drive a car." And then he outdrives, like, the entire super CIA. Like, how? He outdrives the Men in Black? Like, how?
And then he outsmarts them too.
He outsmarts them. And they
By, like, sending the car off the cliff.
They
dude.
send it off the cliff. And then those guys are
Like,
right.
oh, I guess they're gone.
I guess they're gone. They're right next to those guys. Those guys are like, they're hiding behind a rock like 2 fucking feet away.
Yeah, bro. Like, pull out a fucking infrared, dude.
Yeah, bro.
You could see there's nobody in there.
Yeah, literally, bro. Oh my god. They didn't even go like, "Let's make sure they're dead," or like, "We're gonna go make sure they're dead. You guys scan the perimeter." They fucking
Yeah,
20
dude.
guys.
Didn't even be like, "All right, you 3 guys search the
Yeah,
area."
yeah. They're like, fucking.
They're just like, "Oh, I guess they're gone."
We did it, bro.
No need to look further into this.
And then also, a part of it that
Wait, real quick.
no, no,
Like, what bad thing would have happened if he left his girlfriend at the church, or like he left his girlfriend at the house? Nothing, dude.
no.
Like, they weren't gonna kill her.
He had to go back.
He had to go back and get her, even though she's only gonna put him in danger. Even though she's the only reason that they knew where he was after that. It's like, bro, leave her.
I know, bro.
You'll be fine. Like, you'll be better off, and she'll be fine.
Yeah,
Like, maybe she gets caught by the government. They're not gonna kill her.
Yeah.
They'll just, like, hold her in captivity for a while.
Yeah, right.
It's
bro.
ridiculous.
It is so ridiculous. And he's like, "I've got this fucking mission that I've been working on for fucking 15. It's my, like, life's calling, you know. I'm fucking, like, I've been working on finding this alien information and doing all this spy shit and finding it and uncovering it." And it's like, yeah, but, like, I'm gonna throw it all away because, like, I've known her for, like, 2 months, you know?
Right, dude.
It's like, buddy, you get sidetracked here. You get sidetracked for the bro.
And it's like, they do that thing in movies too, where like they'll have some guy be like, "Oh, she'll be safer if you leave her alone and you just go on your own." And the guy's like, "I'm not doing that. I'm taking her with me."
Yeah.
But in this movie, like, you both genuinely would have been so much safer
right.
if you left her, bro.
I know, bro.
It's ridiculous.
I know. And then to go further, this is one of the things that pissed me off. I'm glad that this leads into it. Is that there's later in the movie when he's getting trapped, I think it's like in the motel or something like that. You know, he gets captured, right?
Yeah.
And when he's getting captured, he gives his fucking like his stuff to his girlfriend, and he's like, "Go." So it's like, first off, it's like, why is she more important than you? Like you said before, just like leave her, she'll be fine. But then also at this point in the movie, it was established that she could be mind controlled. Because
dude.
she was already mind controlled by the guy in the car. She tried to kill him with the knife. And then fucking, he's like, all right, you take all the sensitive information and you go. I mean, I can't be mind controlled. He could just become you and take that shit right to the fucking guys that he knows at any point. But yeah, I'm gonna give you all of the shit. It's like, this goes against completely the rules that they've created. Like,
that's so true, bro.
That's one thing is like, I don't really mind. It didn't hit for me quite all of like the mystic stuff, but I didn't mind them going for like the mystic alien stuff. But it's like, you gotta follow the rules that you create.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's my big thing. That was dumb. And then, I will say, she was a real one for fucking like stab herself through the hand, bro.
That's true.
Yeah. Bro, she did one thing where I'm like, alright, she's kind of real for that.
Yeah.
She still pisses me off fucking every time she's on the screen, but I just can't yet. Yeah. You know, you gotta give credit where credit's due.
That's true.
But yeah, the scene when like the dude and the girl, they finally get together and like they just let them go. And then
the goofiest scene in the movie.
The goofiest scene in the movie. And then
you look like my sister. Okay.
That
That was the whole scene, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, bro. They're like, oh.
Hey, wait, you can't go. Oh, Uncle Tommy.
And she's like, keep up the good work, kid. And they're like, thanks, Uncle Tommy. Yeah, I do like the idea of aliens giving somebody like the power to like relate, like I'll relate to you, like I'll use telekinesis to like calm you down and relate to you so you can understand me.
Telekinesis is like making objects move.
You're right, telepathy. Fuck.
There you go.
Fuck you. Kinesis.
That's right.
Fine, you're right, bro. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
Pick up a fucking comic book every now and then. God, dude, fuck. I'm such a fucking pussy that I don't know all the comic book lore. No, I genuinely should have known that. But
Yeah, no, you genuinely should have known that. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, that was
Yeah,
the
you should have
episode.
known that.
Fucking dumbass.
Like, why didn't you know that? God.
But dude, yeah,
No. You have to sit in that for like a little bit longer.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. This guy, just like my dad.
You're in timeout, Bo.
I just gotta do the rest of the pod just facing backwards.
Did your parents put you in timeout? Or like, did they call it that?
I feel like they did. Yeah, I feel like I do remember getting put in timeout. Now that you say, they'd just be like, go to your room, bro. Just go fucking chill out in your room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they would do. They did, bro. Go to your room. Yeah, you're done. Yeah, you gotta get to your room and stay there for a while.
They didn't call it timeout though.
Nah, they'd just be like, go to your room, bro.
My parents called it timeout.
We need you to go to the timeout corner. No, it's just.
They got the fucking like the cone hat.
Dunce hat, bro.
Yeah, dude. That was like cruel behavior by teachers.
Hit him with the dunce hat, bro.
Yeah. You have to like sit in the corner, like face the corner.
Yeah,
and
bro.
Put the hat on.
Put the fucking dumbass hat on. Yeah, that's some brutal shit, bro. They should just whack you with paddles.
Yeah.
They should bring that back. Don't give teachers guns, give them paddles. It won't stop school shootings. Anytime somebody's bullying some kid too hard, bro, they just get whacked.
That might work.
I think we figured it out. Genuinely? They're not dead.
Genuinely?
That shit, though. But,
Yeah, what were you going to say about telekinepathy?
when she's doing her telekinesiology, when she's doing like I like the idea of like the aliens giving, because if the aliens have like telepathy powers and shit like that, then they should be able to give, like, it's cool that they give a person the power to like talk to other people and calm them down and stuff like that. But it was just how that was shown was so goofy, bro. With them like just they're just like, oh, I know you. Okay, I'll do whatever you say.
Yeah, dude. It's like what? How can you do that differently? Because if she can read like all of your thoughts and all of your memories, what's a way she could genuinely like get by you? That's not so fucking corny.
I think that when they did it before, like when she pulled up into the newscast stadium and she like the fucking newscast stadium, when she pulled up to her where she works for news broadcasting, and she went up to the guy and she was like, "We're gonna do this now," and he was like, "I don't know why, but okay." That was perfect. I feel like it should have been like that with everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should have been like all those people are like, "I don't know who you are, but." Yeah, like it should have been like.
I think that would have been better.
Yeah, like she talks to them and like there's some sort of like mystical thing where they really want to believe her and they don't really know why and they're kind of aware of that, aware of the whole thing, but they're just like, I'm kind of in a trance and I gotta believe you. I think that would have worked much better than like, it's your old pop. That shit was goofy.
Uncle Tommy. How did you get out of prison?
Are you sure it's still going? Oh, it is? Hell yeah, it's still going. Wait, I'm running a minute 12, bro. And I haven't even drank my shit, bro.
We've only been going for 1 minute and 12 seconds. It felt way longer than that.
I really should have taken an arrow for this podcast. I'm not gonna lie. It's been tough for me. I've gotten all my words wrong. I gotta fucking, next time we do podcasts, I need to be a Mormon for the whole day, bro. No bong rips. Fucking like eating clean, bro. Eating just veggies, bro. And eggs. The brain food. Understood? Eat this, man. It's brain food. You just like ate a fucking like hard boiled egg with the shell on.
I think the shell like add some texture.
Honestly,
can you eat the shell?
You can, and it's good for you. It's good for your bones. Like it gives you calcium. I think it's good for your bones for some reason.
Because like the chicks will eat the shell after they come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. It's got all the protein. It's got all the protein shit.
That genuinely seems like it wouldn't be that bad. Like a hard boiled egg.
I'd do it.
You like some crunch.
A little crunch in there. But have you ever like made pancakes and you accidentally like get a little shell and then you eat pancakes and you get like the shell out of nowhere? It's unpleasant, bro.
I haven't made pancakes in so long. Like I don't really remember the process.
Dude, I used to make pancakes all the time. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's because I'm autistic and I don't like fucking my textures to be mixed. Like
yeah,
I don't like.
Why.
I don't. It's probably why. Yeah, honestly, that's it. Yeah, because I don't like eating yogurt that's got chunks in it.
Really, like berry chunks?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I do like that.
I just feel violated.
I like if there's like berry pieces in the yogurt.
I feel violated. I feel like, well, how did that? Why are you getting something in my mouth? Where'd that come from in my mouth?
But don't you like chunks in ice cream?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just like a temperature thing for you.
Because it feels with yogurt, we're getting to the bottom of this. With yogurt, with ice cream, it's like ice cream with some crunch. But with yogurt, it's like boba to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it goes from like a sip to like a I gotta chew it type thing.
But I like that.
I
I'd rather have yogurt with like blueberries in it than just like pure yogurt, because then it's just like a paste that I have to like slurp up and swallow. But if there's like some berries in there, then it's like food for real.
Yeah.
Like parfait.
Yeah.
Parfait is gas.
Yeah, parfait is pretty fucking gas, bro. Parfait is a good.
So you like tungsten yogurt when it's parfait? You think if it's like whole berries that you like mix in the yogurt yourself,
yeah,
you like that more?
I don't know. I think I just like the paste, dude. I think I'm just a paste slob, bro.
Dude, one of my favorite jokes from Community that I always come back to is Jeff being like, all right, any more meaningless conspiracy theories? And then Donald Glover is like, yes. Did you guys know that Go-Gurt is just yogurt? It's so dumb, and I love it.
Like, bro had an epiphany, bro. Bro had a life-changing epiphany about this. But let me just make sure that my phone is.
Because when you're a kid and you have Go-Gurt, it's like a different thing than yogurt, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. That's true. Also, really quick.
Yeah, let's go back to the movie.
Back to the movie. After they leave and they do that dumb shit where it's like, I know you. I was like, why is she driving? Why are they making the woman drive? And I genuinely felt that because the guy is like, he's like got the math thing down and like he knows what he's doing and he knows where to go and he's like, this is what we need to do next. And Emily Blunt's just like, oh, we gotta go, I feel like we gotta go, oh, we gotta go this way, and like, oh wait, I'm getting a message. And she was tweaking out on the wheel, bro. There was a scene where she like was getting some messages and she thinking about some bullshit and talking about a bunch of stuff, and she like swerved off the road. I'm like, why is he not driving, bro? This lady's getting telepathic messages from all across the fucking galaxy, and this dude's just cool and let him drive. He's not getting
sexist, dude.
Mm-hmm. I just want to ensure their survival.
Women can't drive.
I mean, statistically, I just want to ensure their survival.
Well, women are strong too.
Well, if you go on the stats, they're not great drivers. Is it so bad that I statistically want my main characters to have the best chance of survival? Dude, I just care about Emily Blunt. You know, I just care about women.
That is a hilarious argument, dude.
But I have to drive because women are terrible drivers, and I care about your safety. All right, that's about all I got for it. No, wait, one last thing that I thought was funny. There's like after they're getting on the train and there's like that whole action thing and they finally get in the train and Emily Blunt has like a panic attack. His solution is to like, instead of like fucking like giving her a hug, be like, just chill, it's okay. Or like something. He was like, feel this piano!
I kind of like that part.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because it's like when you're tweaking out like that, it's like sometimes doing something that doesn't really make sense can be like the best thing, you know?
Or smacks the shit out of her. Snap out at it!
I was kind of expecting that. Like part of me was like, this is the time to slap her.
we need to snap. We need to get this woman to snap out of it.
But no, you should never hit women.
Not that there's never a reason to. It's just you should never.
But no, I like that he like put her hand on the piano strings.
I guess she was just being like I can't feel my hands. I guess she was like tweaking out about her hands, so he was like, I don't know.
Yeah, like just feel something, and then it like proved that like your hands can still feel. You're just having like a panic attack.
Hey, yeah. All right, I like that. I take it back. All right, I like it back. 10 out of 10 movie. Fucking great, dude. Disclosure day. So After our discussion, do you think that you would change your
I was gonna ask that too.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'm gonna.
Part of me wants to drop it lower.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
But I think 5 is probably fair.
Yeah, 5 is probably fair. I'm gonna be a little more generous and give it a 6. Because it did do stuff that
Yeah,
I
it
liked.
wasn't that bad. You know?
It wasn't that bad. Like when we dissect it like we did now, it's like yeah, there's a bunch of like dumb stuff you could find. But
I think all of like the bad stuff that I didn't like and the cool alien stuff that I did like kind of balances out.
Exactly.
But I don't know, because I feel like now that we've like gone through everything, I'm like there's maybe more like stupid stuff that I didn't like than there was cool alien stuff that I did. And there was also stuff like the crop circles that like should have been cool alien stuff, but they fumbled it completely.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe like a 4.5 now.
4.5.
That's just me.
That's a good point.
Just slightly under being like completely mid.
Yeah.
Perfectly mid. A little under perfectly mid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the alien stuff was really cool though. It's tough.
I think maybe my subjectiveness is maybe causing me to push it up a little bit higher. I think that like maybe objectively it does.
Well,
deserve
yeah,
like a 5.
It's your ranking, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that as dumb as it was, Emily Blunt and Montgomery. What the fuck is that guy's name? I know his last name is Mr. Domingo. My boy, Mr. Domingo from Euphoria. Coleman Domingo. Coleman Domingo, the black guy. Dude, I thought that he did a great job. I loved his performance. I loved Emily Blunt. I loved the banter. And there were things that kept me going in that movie, even though the action was dumb. But the alien stuff was so satisfying to me. The whole scene where everybody stopped and they're looking on their phones. The whole scene where they're giving us more to like Roswell and stuff like that. Like that alone, just like I'll keep it at a 6.
You convinced me to bring it back up to a 5.
Nice.
I'm gonna keep mine at a 5 too.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a goofy movie. Like
We
I'm
should
definitely.
watch a goofy movie.
It was like about Goofy being poor as fuck, right?
Yeah, dude. And he's reconnecting with his son.
Oh yeah. But
I've never seen it though.
that should be our next movie to review.
It looks really good.
Does it?
I've seen like YouTube videos about it, and obviously there's the Atlanta episode about the Goofy movie.
Oh yeah.
That made me want to watch it real bad.
Is that like accurate? The
No,
stuff they were
that was,
saying?
that was
Okay.
totally fabricated.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I don't remember what it was, but it was just some dude trying to be an animator and they just cut him out, right?
It goes so deep, bro. It was like a black man who started working at Disney, and he created Goofy as like a caricature of like a black person. Or like I don't know if like Disney created Goofy before he got there.
Right. Yeah.
And
So how they made him like poor and shit.
dude, they go
An absent
deep.
father.
The way it like makes perfect sense and like feels like a true factual story is crazy, bro.
That's so cool. We gotta watch the Atlanta episode and then watch it.
Yeah, dude. And then this black guy who like he's really good at like his job and like he rises through the ranks in Disney until he gets like an official position. And that's when he makes a Goofy movie.
Word. That's sick, bro. I gotta watch that.
Dude,
episode,
yeah.
bro.
It's a great episode, dude.
Now that we're on tangents, I'll just say, it was so dumb how that the whole governmental agency that they talked about is so bad and all this stuff. They just give up so quickly. they gave up so quickly at the end. After they pulled up and they're like, "We're gonna stop you," then Emily Blunt's like, "No, please," and then the guy's like, just like turns around and like walks away or whatever.
I kind of like
In
that.
the news station.
Because it's like they went so far trying to stop them that it's like they were right on the edge of like broadcasting everything in the news station, and then they're like, "How do we turn all the power off?" And then she like takes out the device and she's like, turns it all back on. It's like it was just like that was like the final straw, and it's like the
There's no
aliens,
stopping it.
yeah, the aliens and people want all of this to be revealed that bad. Like it's just gonna happen,
Yeah.
and maybe you could stop them now, but like they'll find a way after that. So I kind of like that they just gave up.
Yeah, I like that too. Actually, that's a good point. All right, well, I keep it at a 6.
I keep it at 5.
Goofy movie, but I liked some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That was
Well,
Dick Lozier Day.
that's-
This is Disclosure Day.
I'm Vaughn.
I'm dropping it down to like a 3 because of that line.
That shit was so goofy, bro. we were both like. All right, well, that was our analysis. I'm Vaughn, that's Ethan, and this was Disclosure Day. Beautiful. How long do we go for? We went for an